Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so it's unseasonably warm here today. According to Sirius, 12 degrees centigrade, but it feels warmer than that. It's sunny out, and I don't even need a coat. I'm going to run some errands. I need to drop by a convenience store and print some PDFs, and then I need to pick up some water filters for my wife. I'm going to go by bike and take you guys along so you can see a little bit of footage. After that, I'm going to wax on a little bit about some watch-related things. If you want to skip to that, link in the description if you're not interested in the Japanese vlog type stuff. That'll take you right to the watch talk. All right, let's go. Okay, I just stopped by here to show you guys some progress in construction. I think this was about a month or two ago that I took that first footage, and one thing about Japan is they pull off construction and construct buildings and put up buildings very quickly. They're very efficient, and you can see just in a couple months how much progress this landscaping has made. Okay guys, got the filters, 7,000 yen for 3, but you can't put a price on clean water. They've got watches here, so let's check them out. I just took a peek and saw a few Grand Seikos. I don't know if I can film, but let's see. All right, what did you guys think of that Grand Seiko? The price was, with tax, 406,000 yen. It was a really nice watch. My impressions are this. It was 40 millimeters, and I was surprised. I was guessing it was 42. It wore kind of big, and I guess if it doesn't have a big bezel with information on it, a 40 millimeter watch with just a smooth bezel can seem kind of big. I like the more compact automatic, which looked like it was a 36 millimeter. You can see that in the footage. The watch dial was all right. You can't beat the Snowflake. I love the Snowflake, and so if you're going to pay that kind of money, I think you got to go for the Snowflake. It's interesting. I don't know if the Snowflake is 40 millimeters as well. That, yeah, it just seemed a little too big. For that kind of money, you need to have a perfect watch, and yeah, some other reactions to it. It had a screw-down crown, and it was interesting because when you're screwing down the crown, it winds, which is weird. It's odd. It doesn't. It's not like a Rolex. When you're actually pushing in the Rolex crown to screw it down, the watch doesn't wind, and that's nice. It was sort of weird as I was screwing it down, the crown of this Grand Seiko, it was winding. I kind of like to separate my winding and screwing down, so that wasn't pleasant. But yeah, it was really nice. When you set a Rolex, when you're pushing in the crown, the minute hand tends to jump around, and that's one thing that drives me crazy about a Rolex. I think they could actually fix that, because something like my Orient Blue Mako is not like that at all. When you set it and push down the crown, the minute hand just stays put, and that's nice if you're trying to line up your minute hand with the minute markers. And the Grand Seiko was better than the Rolex in that regard, but not quite as good as the Orient Blue Mako. So when you were setting the time, I noticed rollback of the minute hand, meaning I would set it, and then as I eased off the crown, the minute hand would slightly go back a little bit. So you'd have to, if you wanted to line it up perfectly to the minute markers, you'd have to overshoot it just a little bit, and then it would kind of go back into place. Again, I'm really being picky here. Expensive watches, though, that's kind of they should be perfect, shouldn't they? And so I think if I were given some advice to Grand Seiko and Rolex, I would say look into how the watch sets, and if it's a pleasurable experience to set it and to push in the crown, and that's just one thing that I'm sort of picky about. And it seems like lower end watches, there's not so much connection with the crown and the minute hand to where when you're, say, pushing in the crown, it jumps around. So that's an odd thing. I don't know why that is, but if I'm being really picky, and if I were just lobbing criticisms to the engineers of things to fix, it would be make it so the minute hand doesn't move when you push the crown in, and work on that roll back. But it was still a really nice watch. But yeah, 4,000. Other things kind of turn me on more for that kind of money. All right. All right, so holiday lights still haven't been taken down. It's the 21st of January, so that's a little slack, but I guess they look kind of nice. All right, let's wrap this up in front of that waterfall over there. All right, so speaking of the video I posted the other day comparing the Explorer and the Air King, well, It seems like the Explorer was the clear winner. If you check out the comments, yeah, most people go for the Explorer, and I think I would too. On reflection, I don't know if I would get tired of the green. I'm not a huge fan of the color green. I know it's one of Rolex's colors, but the Hulk and the Kermit, while they're kind of nice, they're not the kind of watch that I would really want to wear all the time. At best, I could wear a watch like that sparingly. And even then, I think I prefer more traditional colors. So when it comes to the color of the Air King, I think that might seal it for me there. I don't know if I would get tired of the green, and I think long term, I just probably would prefer the classicness of the Explorer. But again, they're both beautiful watches, and the Air King could make a nice second watch. I don't think it would make a good one watch only, just due to the sort of that green and that look, and that look day in and day out just might grate, whereas something a little bit more vanilla like the Explorer might be kind of nice. Anyway, I want to make a video on travel watches, and I'll probably limit it to travel Rolexes. So it's a little bit cold here, and I feel like I'm starting to shiver. So I might just make that another video. So take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.